This is Jason's Electronics Repair. Welcome to my ER. How is everyone doing today? We have an action-packed filled extravaganza today. We're going to be doing some PSP. We're going to be doing some stuff later with Phil the coder when he gets here. But currently we are still cleaning up messes on the thing, but I wanted to make sure we were here, get some viewers in the chat, and we will get started. So I'll just clean off my mat, and my mat gets dirty. Okay, so let's take, boom, there we go. All right, and if I click on this and this, we have Phil the coder. Welcome, Phil. How's it going?
Hello. I'm good, mate. Yep.
I'm doing all right, hanging in there, just getting ready here. Nice. So you have a interesting switch that you were working on stream last night, and you were having issues because it was a software, actually it was a custom firmware issue. Is that what it was?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
What's up?
We don't have anybody in yet. Hopefully notifications go out. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry. I had to fix the washer this morning and Sarah just asked me to done. Yeah, someone knocked the pipe off and broke the pipe to the the waste pipe on the washers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to buy a new waste pipe and refit that this morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
it's a fun
Sarah
morning.
just wondered if she could use a washer.
That's a fun morning. So Chris is here. Hello, Chris. How's it going?
Hello, Chris.
Zardy, Jim. Hello, everyone.
Right. I'm going to load up your chat so I can see it.
Yeah, I have it on. I didn't put it on OBS because I'm not intelligent enough to do that. So we're getting some people in there. Chris is going to be right back. And now I need to locate my unpatched switch. Okay.
Yeah, so everything I've got in front of me is exactly as I left it when I finished streaming last night. I literally just downed tools and went straight to bed. Well, I had a scrambled egg first.
Oh, there you go. Join me a scrambled egg.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've got a 128 gig SD card, and that is formatted to NTFS. Do I want exFAT or FAT30 or NTFS?
FAT32.
Can't do FAT32.
You gotta do FAT32.
Can't, because it's 128 gig.
Yeah, I did it on mine. I got mine right here. I'm getting it out.
Didn't you use some custom software for that?
I used. Hold on, let me just put this one in here.
Cheers, Chris. Thanks, mate. Chris was just sharing to Discord.
Yeah, that's not.
Jim and Zarde, welcome.
Okay, here's what I used. It's going to be in my switch folder here. It's not there. Hold on. Why would it be there? I use FAT42 for FAT32 format. FAT4. You want the exe file?
You can send it me. Yeah.
Let me go here. There.
Actually, I think I've got it.
Well, I'll send it just in case.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just use the one you send. It's probably easier.
I should put that in the switch thing. I didn't put that in the switch file.
Load, accept, open. Yeah, what I was talking about with WinRAR, you know how you can download a free trial?
Yeah, I did that and my trial has expired.
Yeah, but you can still use it after the trial expires.
Oh, I thought you had to pay for it.
Nah, you can still use it.
Okay. Well, I downloaded 7-zip and it seemed to
Right.
work. All right. I'm gonna plug in this SD card that I
Is
have that's already set up to show you everything you need. You should have.
that
Here it is.
32 format? Is that's a batch file, isn't it? It's where's the command line file?
I just ran FAT32 on it. I didn't do any kind of
I'm
zero
trying to
file or anything.
I'm trying to open it and it's not.
I don't know that I downloaded that from wherever I downloaded it from.
Right, I'm gonna find it, the official version, because that's not working. Jason's just sent me porn viruses. And I'd like to thank him in advance for it.
Oh yeah, it's weird. It's not working on mine either.
That 32 format. Download. Yeah, this has got to be a command line thing.
Yeah, I don't remember how now that I don't remember how I did it now.
I agree.
Oh, I hold on. Yeah, I gave you the wrong thing. My bad.
Oh no, see,
Yeah, I got it right here. It's GUI format exe. It goes right to it. Yeah, that was my bad.
I've just downloaded it, mate.
Oh, you got it? Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I sent you. I did have. I gave you the. You have it, by the way. It's in the thing.
Yeah, don't worry. I've just downloaded the right
Yeah,
one.
I had two FAT32 things, but I had put it in the right folder in the first place.
Properties. Yep, FAT32. Got it.
Okay, so let me get back to where I was. Okay, so I'm gonna go into.
One Up Gaming. Welcome, mate. I am welcome, and Andrew, welcome.
Yes, hello to everybody here. I have difficulties doing the computer and talking. All right, so here's what if you go into
The Switch stuff.
yeah, and you go to that SD setup.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you go to SD.
Mm-hmm.
Copy everything right there directly to the SD card.
Okay.
So
I should probably put my desktop on, shouldn't I?
yeah, do your desktop on, and then I'm going to do mine too. To show you what it's supposed to look like. Come on, pick the right screen. No, I didn't pick the right screen. Still didn't pick the right screen. There we go. So this is what you should be copying to your SD card.
Yeah,
and,
I've got it. Yeah.
That's what your SD card. There'll be mine has a Switch thing that'll be created later, and I think the Nintendo thing is created later too.
Yeah.
So, but should have those things.
Yeah, I've got that, mate. Yeah.
Okay, and then you have this Tigra RCM GUI thing, right?
I've got Tegra RCM GUI.
And then you got Hakarte, the bin file to inject the payload.
I've got the payload. Yeah.
Okay, and then you should have an HAKU33NRO.
Is that in Switch stuff?
Yeah, that's in Switch stuff. That's the
I've got
that's the restore file.
Right. I've got that. Yeah.
Okay.
12 years. Well
So-
done, mate. Yeah, we've got the GUI AM. Thank you, mate.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do here. We need to. I need to check my car real quick. This one. Yeah. So. Okay. All right. So let's go to your. Is that all copied over?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to your desktop. The switch. And take out your card.
Take out the card from the PC now.
Yeah, take out the card from the PC. Don't lose your adapter.
It's a dock. It's a USB-C
okay.
dock.
All right. So you're going to want to plug in your SD card to your switch.
So that's my customer's card. That's my card. I should have charged this battery last night, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I probably should have charged mine too, but
Yeah.
I might get through here.
I've got the bench supply. I'm all right.
Yeah, I don't recommend doing this with that bent supply cable, just as a recommendation.
It should be fine. I don't have a charged battery, so I can hold it there anyway. Right, so I need to use my jig to go into RCM mode.
Yeah, you need your jig in there.
I also need to disconnect the Nand as well. It won't boot without that Nand.
We're gonna try it with the Nand real quick. Just
okay.
You got that SD card in there, right?
SD card's in, yeah.
Okay, and you left it on auto RCM mode, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so as long as we get in the TheCod3r or whatever you want to call it.
Oh shit! I need a USB-C cable. Damn. Right, bear with me. Get rid of that shitty extension. Right, I've got background noise by the way, it's raining outside.
Oh, of course. I didn't launch the program.
Right, so I'm assuming I'm plugging my USB cable in now. This is going to be awkward with this bench supply. So, shall I plug this into my computer?
Yeah, I need to charge the switch. So I'm just gonna have to bear with me till I get some charge on this thing. Yeah, it's dead as a doornail. So that's just got to charge for a bit, and then I can show you on mine. Okay, so.
Yeah, see, I'm just drawing 96 milliamps.
Okay, so what does it say in your Tegra RCM GUI?
No RCM mode.
No RCM device detected or no RCM mode?
RCM, well, it just says RCM device disconnected. It's still loaded from last night, but it says no RCM on the left-hand side.
Okay, but does it detect the device?
No.
Okay.
So I need to boot it without the NAND.
Yeah, boot it without the NAND.
And then I can plug the NAND in afterwards.
Hello AM, how's it going? One Up Gaming. Something's blurry. I'm sorry if something's blurry.
I really need. I need to charge this battery myself as well, to be honest, because it keeps unplugging.
Yeah, just we can look at this one thing I got going on. Why that charges?
Yeah.
I gotta charge mine up a little bit too. My gloves on my thumb still hurts a little bit. So, anyways, guys, the reason I didn't stream last week, I have a electric easy chair that it's one of those sleep chairs, and it has buttons that make it go up and down, open and closed and things. And my remote got stuck down in the crack of the chair, and as I was pulling it out, my hand, it started to operate, and the chair closed in on my hand. It definitely did not feel good, so I tore a little bit of tendons in my thumb area, so I got to take it a little bit easy with stuff. on that.
Shouldn't they? Shouldn't those chairs know when there's something trapped down there?
Yeah, you would think, right?
That's dangerous.
Yeah, it's super dangerous. I was super pissed too.
Yeah, I would be as well. That's
Yeah.
charged with 3.66 pence at the minute.
Well, see, the thing is, they're designed to stop if more than one button is pressed, but apparently it was wedged in a way only one button was being pressed.
Wow.
So, and it's I'm a bigger guy, so it's designed to maneuver with 450 pounds on it. I'm not 450 pounds, but it goes up to 450 pounds, so it'll work with like me and my son on it. So it's got a lot of torque on it.
Wow.
So yeah, it could definitely.
You're lucky. Definitely lucky.
Yeah, it could have been way worse. Luckily, I was able to jam another button and stop it before it completely crushed my hand.
Yeah, I would have started calling you Andy.
Yeah, I think I would have tore flesh off if I tried to pull my hand out.
Definitely.
Because it may be soft and cushiony on the outside, but it's all metal and sharpness on the inside.
Oh, I installed all the stuff I needed for this last night. It's basically the situation with this is the Nand, I believe, is corrupt and it won't boot into RCM mode with the Nand installed. So I have to take the Nand out, install it, and then get it into RCM mode and then put the Nand back in. It's really, really annoying. It's been trolling me now for 2 days. It wasn't detected in RCM mode yesterday, and then as soon as I started streaming, it detected in RCM mode. I was fully prepared last night to rebuild the Nand onto a new module, and then all of a sudden it just detected in RCM. It was weird.
Yeah, I definitely don't think you need to do that. I think you have. I've heard bad things about that Cosmos. Doing things like that. That launcher corrupts the boot files of it, and for some reason, every time you tried to reboot, it launched that program, which continued the corruption. You can install that, and it can work, from what I understand. I don't do mods or anything. I can just restore them and
I spoke to Console Repair London. I spoke to Console Repair London this morning, and I said, look, well, I actually messaged him once I finished streaming. I said, look, if I restore this and it works, then absolutely fine. But I'm not going to sit there and reinstall the mod because I don't. It's not just my business on the line; it's his as well.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
It's against the law. It's against the law. It's not against the law for me to restore it. That's my job. Bringing a console back to manufacturer spec is my job, basically. Getting it working as intended, that is my job. But as far as I'm aware, doing anything that circumvents security, it's against the law.
Yeah,
I'm not willing to do that.
I think it's you can. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
But restorations, I mean, I'm probably gonna have a little mess. I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna have a little mess around with my own Switch.
Yeah, you can do it with your own. Like I have this Switch, and it has custom firmware on it, but it doesn't have the stuff where you can pirate games or do anything that would get you banned. It just mainly I use it to fix NANDs that had custom
that's the
firmware.
thing. It would be literally, it would literally be a case of research only. Because I've got a modifiable Switch. In fact, I've got several. I've got about 5.
Wow, way better off than I am.
Yeah, I had that bunch of donor boards, didn't I? And they all work. But basically, I've got about 5 modifiable switches. So literally, I'm going to build one into a proper switch. Mint condition case, all of that good stuff. I mean, I've got cases left and right. I mean, this case I've got right here. The outer frame on this case here is absolutely mint, and this is a XKJ 4005. I'm pretty sure that's one of the modifiable ones. I could be wrong, but I've got about 5. But I'm going to build them into a switch because that's a pretty good, good condition case. There's no damage to it. There's no real bending to it, and all of that good stuff. So
I want to show this off here because I picked this up for $6 on eBay.
Oh
And,
yeah, I saw that. That's
yeah, this one is in. This is a different one that is in way better condition. Let me fix the clarity of it. But I'm just gonna shrink you for a second so I can get
yeah.
it all in the frame because this is in great condition. Look how clean this is.
That does look pretty nice.
Oh,
That's
it's missing the joystick here, but here's the best part. It comes with a semi non-exploded battery, which
semi-conductor.
I'm gonna take that out and put my good one in. But it appears to be working.
Yeah.
I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna do the test on it right now. It is missing a joystick cover, so I will sort that out while we're waiting. But I want to see if this charges and everything. 5 volts on the power supply. And we can see what kind of charging current this draws.
Yeah. Jim said for dummies like him, what's the background to the problem? Yeah, so basically, someone's installed custom firmware and corrupted the NAND. It got sent to me for no power, but I deduced it was an issue with the NAND. It's, some sort of issue with the NAND. So basically, the way I did that was I looked at it through my bench supply cable, and it was only drawing between 100 and 200 milliamps, and that's typical of NAND not initiating properly. So then when I looked at it on stream, it turned out it was actually in RCM mode, and it won't boot into the original firmware no matter how much I try. So I've got to rebuild it and literally just wipe the custom firmware completely off it if I can.
Well, let's see what this charging current is of this bad boy. So the charge light comes on, and it charges about 800 milliamps. That's not bad.
That's about normal.
Yeah, I don't expect something from 2005 to draw that fast charge current.
What's the rating on that battery?
This one is 3600.
3600. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But so this guy took care of his stuff. This is an original 1200 power pack. I'm gonna save this and turn this into a Pandora battery for fixing bricked ones. But yeah, that's an original battery.
So what are you gonna do with that? You're gonna slice out the cells and then build it into a bench supply.
Yeah, sort of. I have to change the EEPROM on it first.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this Assassin's Creed in here and see what's going on with this. Because it should.
So I used to have a modifiable PSP, and I hooked it up to my car, and there was a power surge on the car charger, and it fried it. I didn't have any background in electronics then, though. I didn't have any history of fixing electronics.
I'm just gonna skip that and see if it plays the game.
It ended up going on the scrap. I was gutted.
But I mean, I can't believe how good of condition. Yeah, it loads the game.
Nice.
Oh wait, it's X. Oh man, it's gonna. The controls are switched from the Switch. I can't do this. Oh, this gets me every time. I can't do this.
Right, I'm on 3.87 volts right now. So I'm going to run for a quick whiz.
Okay. Game could not be started. Interesting.
Oh.
Let's try a different one.
Yeah, I'm going to run to the toilet real quick. Grab myself a can of Red Bull.
So this looks pretty good.
I'll get your stream sponsored by Red Bull, mate.
There you go. So it doesn't read the disc.
Phil said it took him 2 months to get used to the Switch control scheme. I've never got used to it.
That was me too after playing the Xbox.
Yeah, I can't get used to the PS4 and I can't get used to the Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought this yesterday as well. Rather than using my dock all the time, I bought this.
What do you got there? Oh yeah, there you go. I have one of those.
Yeah, just a USB 3 to SATA. Because I've got a dock, but my dock's like a cloning dock as well. Like I can clone drives and stuff on it.
Okay, so the Assassin's Creed Bloodline's the one I actually wanted to play. That one may be a bad disc. It looks dirty. I'll clean it.
Yeah. See, this cable's really short, but luckily I've got these really long extension cables. So I should just be able to pop any drive into that and be I'll be able to
Yeah,
read
I
them.
got one of them dual docks like you got.
Yeah.
And then I have one of those cables too.
Yeah, it's I might well I could have made a breakout cable for the dock, but nah, what's the point? It's you know, I could have just got an extension cable or something for it.
Yeah, I
But
mainly want to see on this if the joystick works because a lot of these I've been getting work, but the joystick issues, and
yeah.
so far I haven't been able to fix a joystick issue by installing a new joystick. I think it's got another issue I have to.
Yeah, I used to have a collection of them cables, Jim. I
Oh, no
used
memory stick. Come on, stupid.
I
Hold
used
on,
to
I
have
gotta put a
loads of
memory
different
stick in
cables for all
here.
sorts of different things, but I ended up leaving them at the shop I was working at. It was pretty annoying.
Yeah, let me get a memory stick in here. I totally forgot about that.
Right, give me 2 minutes. What battery percentage am I on? What percentage are you on yours?
It hasn't booted yet, so
Oh, okay. Well, I'm on 3.88 volts.
I just need
So
it to boot, and then the computer will provide enough charge.
yeah, I'm on 3.88, so I should be on around about 3.90, 3.91 by the time I come back from the toilet. So
All
I'll
right.
be back in a second.
So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna put this 8 gig SD card in there, and we are gonna plug it in here, and hopefully I don't have to do anything with it. Oh, was that the right way? There we go. Okay, so we did that. Let us retry. Okay, here we go. So let's go to get it on screen. Let's go to new game. No save data present. Let's save on that one. Like I said, I just want to test this joystick analog here and see. Because this one may be ready to go, just needs a little bit of clean. Doesn't need a screen. Okay, so I'm at 18%, so let me just redo that so it charges. Here we go. So it's a very reflective screen. I'm hoping with the custom stuff I'm putting on here with the ROMs on the SD card itself, it'll save some of the speed issues that the UMD drive has. Let's see. Another Phil, isn't it? Phil Halo, hello. Let's see. I'm horrible at reading chat. Yeah, I used to be an Xbox guy. I used to play a lot of Diablo, Skyrim, Fable. I loved Fable. Okay, so the joystick works. So we got a slash button. We got a block button. So yeah, this is working. So you guys can see that. I know it's hard to see. And I died. Fantastic skills. Did you see that, guys? Just what? I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. I don't know. I never played this game before. Okay, let's go back to the home menu. Yes, I want to quit the game. No, I want to go to home menu. Yes, I want to quit the game. So this is working. Memory stick cannot be read. So we probably need to format that. Let's go to system settings. Format memory stick. Format complete, so that should be good now. All right, so this one is going to be ready for some custom stuff here. Let me see if I have another little gizmo to put on top of there. I probably do. Yep, I do right there. just need to clean it up a little bit. Yeah, I I can't switch between games. I'm playing Minecraft currently, setting up a realm with my son, and I can do that. But if I try to switch over, like he wants to get me to play Stardew Valley with him, and the controls are so opposite each other, I just can't. I can't seem to grasp it. I just get the brain damage and everything. So I just been doing the Minecraft with him. All right, let's see if we can clean this up. Yeah, so this is good. It, not bad for a $6 PSP. Yeah, everything seems to work on this thing, Phil.
On the PSP?
Yeah, everything seems to work. I just got to clean this disc.
Sweet.
I'm gonna let that charge up.
If you find another one for that kind of price.
Yeah, I have one more that I'm trying to fix. It's part of today's stream after we get you situated. Mine just booted up, so we're gonna
yeah, 3.9 volts I'm on there, so I should be good. Should be good with that. Saving Nick on Red Bull.
Nice.
Yeah. I do technically buy it for her, but she don't usually drink them when I buy them. Right. So if I hook this up now, to the computer. See, now it's in RCM mode.
Okay, so that's what you want.
If you need any PSP bits, I have boxes full of the bloody things. Oh, cool. One up. I'll let you know, mate. I'm going to try and find.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Find a faulty one, but to be fair, I've got a PS1 which I need to fix, and I've got a Nintendo GameCube as well, which I need to fix, which is actually outside in the rain, so that's nice.
I actually have an interesting thing that I will touch base on here, and I'm going to do a proper video coming up. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers.
Reminds you of a time Lewis intentionally left his mic on during a live stream and went to the loo. I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either. But I am almost at 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? How many are you away from 2K?
I don't know if I can switch to it. Hold on, let me check.
Well, I've got. Let me show you. Let me switch to my desktop. Wait, bear with me.
Okay, so I'm at 1935. So
yeah,
I need 65 more to get to 2K. But at 2,500 subscribers,
yeah,
I am going to be giving away a PSP with that has custom firmware on it, which is not illegal. And all you'll have to do is put your own ROMs on the PSP. So at 2,500 subscribers, I'm giving that away. It's going to cover U.S. and the U.K. You have to get in touch with me if for European countries, so I can look up shipping. But if it's the same price as it is to ship to the UK, then I'll cover shipping to a European country also.
Nice. Well, I've got this pretty interesting Switch. Let me just show you some of this. Can you put me on full screen a sec?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be editing this video either later on or tomorrow. And I'm going to give you a shout out in this video. So
make sure you fix the link in the description of your videos.
Yeah, I'll make sure. So check this out. Look, you can see the state of this, right?
Yeah.
But you can see the burnt caps, and as I'm running through it, got corrosion on M92. Got corrosion all around the Max ICs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, every Max IC apart from the big one on the back. Corrosion on the fuel gauge. Look at P13. Look at this.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a video. This is a video that's coming out.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty good.
Look at that. That's a close-up shot.
That's pretty bad.
That's the thumbnail shot right there.
Yeah.
Corrosion around the CPU caps. Look at this. CPU caps. all corroded.
Hello, Eddie.
Burnt traces on the side of P13. Like I had to dig
Wow.
through the board.
You had to dig through the board, seriously?
Yeah.
The way you dug through that PS5 last night, and you seem like you're
Yeah.
good at it.
I'm getting there.
I'm a little more precise when I dig through the board.
But then not only that, check this out. Yeah, LCD replacement. Yeah.
Oh man, how much is that thing? How much was that in parts alone?
Well, you'll be amazed at how cheap I fixed this for. Check this out. Rust on the RAM. Do you see that then?
Oh no, I missed it. What was it?
Rust on the RAM, look.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
What happened to that thing?
Submerged in water for over an hour.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. Did it take a lot of part replacement or just the LCD?
LCD and battery, and that is literally all I replaced on this.
That's not bad.
So there's no LCD on.
It's not bad at all.
Boots up, but doesn't work with the customer's battery. So I ended up having to replace the battery as well. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a shout out in that video. That was a fairly long repair, but parts wise, all it took was the battery and an LCD.
Nice.
And luckily, those LCDs I managed to get for what was it, £7?
That's not bad. Yeah, that was a good deal you got.
Yeah, I got three LCDs at £7 each. So there's some decent profit in that for me, because I'm not only charging the customer £7 in parts for that, they're still paying the full normal cost of an LCD.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
just because I got it cheaper. Like, just because I got it cheaper doesn't mean that the customer is going to pay like £7 for an LCD and then labour. They're going to pay the £20 for the LCD because, you know, that's a normal cost to them. I could have kept them 3 LCDs for my own switches. As I said earlier, I've got like 5 switches which I need to build.
Actually, charging £20 for an LCD, that's actually not bad. That's a good price.
That's parts cost.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
For that repair, I charged. I think I've put it down as business rates. I've put it down as £80
for an LCD replacement.
No, for an LCD battery and that liquid damage treatment.
Oh, that's not bad.
It took a lot of reflowing components, a lot of reflowing like Max ICs, P13, M92, digging through the board a little bit to try and get to the trace. It turned out that the trace was only a ground, so I dug through and it was a ground anyway. So it was kind of a waste of time. But you know, it's like £80 as business rates. That's a really good price. I didn't charge labour to replace the battery. I just charged parts cost on the battery. I added £10 onto it. The LCD I charged £50, and then I just added £20 on for just cleaning the board up. Like I actually discounted it just to make it viable, because by the time I'd finished with it, I'd invested that much time in it. I just had to make something back. Like I'd rather discount it if I spend too much time on it. I'd rather discount it than just completely lose out and send it back as a no fix. Same with this one. This one was going to go back as no fix. I literally writ on the ticket no fix, and then put Nand in a big circle. I can show you that.
Hello, Technic. Eddie Khan, I am helping Phil work on this custom firmware issue switch, and then I have a PSP that has got some weird joystick issues. Probably doing that. Ken, hello. And then yeah, this one, this switch is my unpatched switch that I use to rebuild Nanzen. It's charging. So
Sorry, during his live stream, Lewis was making comments about the importance of a PP bus. Yeah, it's typical Lewis there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm happy to take any parts one up if you need to get rid of any.
Yeah, I'm also if anybody in the US has parts they want to send or donate, I'm also
Yeah.
because I want like I said, I'm giving one away at 2,500 subscribers, so it's 563. It's going to have everything to go with it, a battery, the SD card, and the reader, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So all you'll have to do is put your own ROMs on there legally, I hope.
Right.
And
Well, we need to discuss the most important topic for today.
what is that?
Your wife.
What about her?
What can I buy her?
I don't know. She likes creepy stuff.
She likes creepy. She'd love me.
Yeah, that's true. You are super creepy. She doesn't like creepy people. She likes creepy stuff, like creepy dolls.
No, because she bought me them storage container things, didn't she?
Yeah, she picked those up for you.
Like if she's picked those storage containers up, like I've got a $10 gift balance on my Amazon US account. Because I said to you earlier that I bought Lewis a T-shirt for himself, and I bought him some greeny treats for his cats.
Oh,
For some
she
reason,
drinks hardcore coffee. Like she's a big coffee drinker, so coffee
oh,
mug maybe. Whatever you think would be funny.
does she like animals and stuff like
No, not animals.
that?
We're not. We used to have chihuahuas, but we're not pet people anymore.
Oh, okay.
Pets are too much work. So, wow, 19 viewers, sweet. 21 concurrent.
It's because I'm here.
Yeah, of course it is. Didn't even tag you in the tags on it.
All right, well I'll find something for her then. I'll find her a nice gift to buy her.
Well, we've been streaming 42 minutes and we haven't done anything yet. That's
Nice.
typical for us.
Yeah,
That's typical conversation for us. We'll talk for 45 minutes and not have anything done. Nothing to show for it.
Does she read books?
Yeah, she reads books. She's more into audiobooks, but she just got like 4 books and they're kind of big.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could get her an I Love My Wife cup.
Why would it say I Love My Wife cup? Okay, I got it. But then that one you got, that coffee prescription one, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, there's actually a US version one. Let me show you this. So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
There's actually a US version one here. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh yeah, that does look like our medicine bottles.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that does look just like our bottles.
I'm gonna buy her that.
Yeah, she'd get a kick out of that.
See, I was looking at this one. Of course, I talk to myself. Sometimes I need expert advice. Oh, this one's cool.
Oh, that is nice, Mario.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
See, it's too hot in Florida for me to drink hot beverages.
Oh, beverages, you possibly.
I
do that for you.
Phil in chat says his girlfriend needs one of those.
Phil's got a girlfriend.
Mr. Clinton. Phil Halo does, apparently. Yeah. Mr. Clinton, that's Lewis's
sorry.
cat,
I thought you was on about Phil Samuels. I thought it was Phil
Samuels.
Samuels.
No, Phil Halo.
Oh, okay.
Who knows about Fix It Philip? He may.
There you go. I'll get Old Lives Matters.
Oh my God! don't bring up hot button political issues on my channel, please.
Oh, that's pretty cool. A camera lens cup.
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
That's nice.
Shall I get this? I love you with all my butt. I would say heart, but my butt is bigger.
No, don't get that one.
I'm not. I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that actually would be
Anyway,
perfect for her.
I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna find her a novelty cup or something to buy to say thanks for the gifts.
Yeah,
I've got $10 on the gift card, so
yeah, she would greatly appreciate that. So I'm thinking about it. She's not the type of person to go out and buy herself things.
yeah, I'm kind of the same, except I bought myself
We're pretty frugal on money.
too many fills in here. Yeah,
I have necessary. I mean, net tools are necessary, and that's an expense I will pay. But like frivolous stuff that doesn't last, or
you should try these.
we don't. Apollo 9-volt bat. Is that see? You lose capacity because it has a charging circuit in it.
You do, but it's got a charging circuit, so you just recharge it with the micro USB.
And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't think I own anything that uses 9-volt batteries.
Do you not have a multimeter?
They don't use 9-volt batteries because I won't buy a multimeter that uses 9-volt batteries.
Oh, okay.
I have a thing against 9-volt batteries in meters. They have to use AAA or they have to use AAA.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's just the way I am with meters. But I use my benchtop meter anyways. So
Yeah, I want to get a benchtop meter.
yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
Right, should we get this?
Yeah, let's work on this. So I have enough juice. So I'm gonna power mine off here.
Yeah. Well, mine's in RCM mode, picked up by the computer, so I can put the Nand back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna put your Nand back. Did you put that SD card in?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna unplug that from there, and I'm gonna plug it into my computer. After I put my jig in, and I hold down the power up button, and I press the power button.
Yeah, I did that, Chris. I butchered one of my multimeters and ended up blowing it up. I forgot to change the voltage.
So now, did you inject a payload yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so you're going to inject the TheCod3r thing.
Yeah, so you want me to inject that now, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm injecting that. So,
yeah.
There we go. So it should say smash the stack and then stack smash with 7K bytes. And then...
yeah, it's successfully injected. I've got the press any key to continue button screen.
Yeah, you have that. I don't have that.
Yeah, but...
Oh, great. Mine just freaking booted. Come on, stupid.
Have you got your jigging?
Yeah.
See, I've just made my own jig.
Oh, the battery's still too low, you stupid thing.
So I'm going to boot into the bootloader.
Okay, so I'm going to have to charge this thing here.
Do I need to enter the right date and time?
No, you don't need to enter the right date and time. I'm going to bring you up bigger so I can see your...
Next configuration save to SD card. Okay.
Okay, so you have that SD card in there, correct?
Yeah.
With all the files that were on there?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to go to options, or tools, I'm sorry. You're going to go to tools.
Yeah.
And then you're going to back up eMMC.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to back up boot 0, boot 1.
Checking for available free space.
Yeah, it's going to check for available free space.
Finished and verified.
Okay, so that's done.
It says it is, yeah.
Okay, close
boot 0
that.
Done, boot 1 done.
Okay, close that. Now you want to do your eMMC raw.
eMMC raw GPP.
Yeah.
Checking.
Yeah, it's gonna check for free space the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raw
That's a
Nand
massive
docking.
backup size.
Total backup size
2.9 gigs.
29,820 megabytes.
Okay, so
yeah,
this is the one that's going to take up a bit. And then we're
So
gonna
that's
we're gonna do
megabits.
the other side on the partitions too.
Yeah.
You technically don't need it because this one does all the user and everything. But I like to have it separate in case I get an error where I can just load just one of them.
Yeah.
So you're gonna back that up. Just sit that off to the side, and then we can work on this thing I got planned. So
Cool.
this unit. Fun PSP. This one was $6 too, and it is in horrid shape.
Ken, I'm trying to restore the Nand on a corrupted switch that's been modded by the user. I'm trying to restore it back to factory and remove all the mods.
I'm seriously out of cables.
So I'm assuming then that if this is backing up,
Yeah.
because this is actually accepting the backup now, that Nand is absolutely fine.
Well, we don't know yet. It can error and glitch at any time.
Okay.
So you can unhook it from the computer and charge it. Is it charging? Okay, you're good.
It's on 19%, but
yeah, but it is charging. I see the charge light.
It's not charging. It was on 19.4 just. It's on 19
okay,
now.
You don't need it connected to the computer. Connect it to the charger. Yeah. And
okay, I'm going to connect it to the 15.
It should yeah, keep that charged up like that.
Yeah.
You don't need it. You don't need to inject the payload again for a little while.
Okay.
If you do at all, I can't. I have the steps in front of me. I just.
Yeah, it's drawing 490 milliamps. So.
Okay, so we got this bad boy here. If we turn it on. This must not be the one I'm thinking of. It's not the right one. I literally have like 5 of these guys here.
Yeah, no one's getting notifications for some reason.
Yeah, no one's getting notifications. So here we go. This one I worked on in the hour with.
Yeah, Chris, I can send you a link to these if you want, mate. These are micro USB chargeable 9-volt batteries. It is annoying, but I accidentally set my. Well, I was using my bench power supply for something else, and I accidentally set it to. Well, I didn't accidentally set it. I forgot to set it back to 9 volts from like 15 volts or something, and pop goes the weasel. I ended up with no multimeter. So I had to overnight one from Amazon.
So your meter broke again?
No, not this one. It was when I was using the bench power supply to power it. I think you probably remember when I ran out of batteries the one night, and
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up blowing that multimeter up.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, kind of stuff.
Issues over here.
You got issues anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to look at this one on the power supply. I plugged in the wrong power supply to this and it wasn't working right.
All right, so I thought Jason was coming on live at 11 as well.
What time is it there?
It was 12 o'clock when you started streaming.
No, I don't. I can't do the 6 a.m. thing anymore. Here, okay. I have to do the 7 a.m. thing because of medication.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool.
I changed when I take my diabetes shot in the morning. So sometimes I get shaky afterwards, and I gotta like sit for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So Saturdays will be noon for you guys in the UK. Now this one's odd. So if it reads the disc here, it has one issue. If it doesn't read the disc, it has another issue. It's trying to read the disc. I can hear it.
Yeah.
And it's loading it. But
it does sound healthy though.
No, it doesn't. We're probably gonna have to clean the UMD.
YouTube buffering. Are you dropping any frames?
Wow, 1,091 drop frames.
Oh.
1,491 drop frames.
Yeah, you're dropping everything.
It said excellent connection. Connection. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's weird. So it's playing this game, but here's where I think it's going to have an issue. So if I go to home, oh wait, it stopped doing it. Oh, there it goes. So if I go to home and I go over to quit game, now we're going to quit the game here, and then it's probably going to make a liar out of me, but it's not going to recognize the game anymore.
Yeah.
So it only recognizes the game when it boots. So again, see, it says there's no disk in there. So if I boot it with the game, oh, now there it goes. I'm a liar. Okay.
Yeah, Jim, these ones are apparently 650 milliamp hour, so slightly larger, but pretty much the same thing.
Okay, so again, I'm a liar, so this works. So that's 2 fixed. Fantastic.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Did you actually do anything?
Yeah, I fixed it on that hour at the bench with
Yeah.
but it didn't
you
work.
did.
It
That was
didn't work, but I
interesting.
think it was the disc. I think it was this disc.
Yeah.
I got
That
like
was
10, and so far I've only found one good one. The
That was an
golden
interesting
compass.
concept, the error at the bench thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do one a week and see how it goes. It actually did really well on my statistics.
Yeah.
So, I'm having difficulty doing multiple segment videos. In school starting soon, and we're getting ready for that. So
Yeah.
If I do it, just record the full time I'm at the bench in a session. If it's an hour, if it's 2 hours, whatever
Yeah.
I'm at the bench at the time, I'm gonna try to record it and just see how that.
It's definitely different. I mean,
Yeah, I figured it's worth a shot.
yeah, there's no worrying about having to sit there doing like intros and outros and making sure you're on the right angle, stuff like that. It's kind of an informal video.
Yeah, it's kind of mainly the overhead shot, and microscope. If I can,
Yeah.
get it.
Well, you saw those shelving things that I'm going to be buying.
Yeah, that is primo nice shelving. I
Yeah.
had custom shelving built, but
Yeah, that's
nice.
I mean, 2 industrial shelves for £48.
That's not bad.
Apparently, they hold up to I think it was 150 kilograms per shelf.
Wow.
So, yeah, apparently they are pretty strong, pretty heavy duty. Let me get the full specs up of that.
So this PSP that I just tested the game on, it had it needed a new joystick, and it needed a new front cover, and not screen but just front, and I put new buttons on it. The screen is to be desired. Interesting thing, these screens are extremely durable because I put a long screw through the back of the screen, and then when I took the screw out, it still works, and you can't see where the screw was. But you could definitely see the screw was there when I put it in and booted it. There was like a splotch on the screen.
Yeah.
And then when I took the screw out, it fixed the screen.
It's actually 175 kilograms per shelf.
Wow.
I'm on my desktop now. 150 centimeters by 1.5 by half a meter by 30 centimeters depth.
Wow.
Yeah, that can hold some serious weight because they're designed for.
Yeah, that's for businesses stocking shelves and stuff.
Yeah, they're designed for like car.
You know what? They look like 3D printer shelves, to be honest with you.
Possibly, yeah.
Like what you would do if you had a 3D printing setup.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is because I've obviously got a load of storage shelves and stuff. Because you can put them shelves as high as you want, right?
Yeah, they should be. No, yeah, they look adjustable.
Yeah, so you can put them shelves as high as you want. So I can use some for the storage boxes, and then use the rest. If I board out some of the sides of them, I can use some of them for storing parts like cases and power supplies and stuff like that.
Yeah, you could also make it to where you put. I don't have a large one here, but they make bins like this in different sizes. I have some really large ones and some small ones. These are great for like parts. You get the bigger bins,
Yeah.
I don't have one I can grab right now because they're all mounted, but they're great for labeling and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because I'm just sick about because I can use my V workstation on that. The V workstation weighs 20 kilograms. I can happily put my BGA station on that, you know, and not have to worry about it falling down or anything like that. So I can have one in each corner because I've got the TV in between. So I can have one in each corner, and then I've bought some shelves as well, some floating shelves, which if I remount my TV, I should be able to get some shelves underneath it to keep like my controller connections and stuff like that on it.
Yeah. Hello,
So
Big
that's going
Mac.
to be
How's
the
it
plan.
going? Just Ed.
Yeah,
Roy,
welcome.
hello.
Coffee time. Sounds good, but I haven't got one.
So you're at 45% on that.
Yeah.
Guys, let me get your you guys' input on this. So this one that we tested first looks great, and I'm not gonna change the case on this one because there's nothing wrong with this case. So I have this one here that works, and I have a blue case and a red case. What do you guys think should be put on this one? Should we put the red or the blue?
Let's see the red one.
We want to see the red one. All right. So
Is it a good quality build or is it like?
Yeah, I mean it's all right. I mean it was damaged a little bit in shipping, but here's the red.
Ah, that's the one that I remember that one.
So here's the red one. Here's without the plastic. So there's the red one.
I would put the red one on it.
And then here's the blue one. I have to do one of each because the red one's mine and the blue one's my son's. So I end up doing both, but here's the blue one. There's the
I
blue
would do
one.
the red one.
But the blue one's got
I've got a PS4 which I need a PS4 Slim which is going to go into my collection, which has got I've got a gold limited edition case to put on it.
But I want to customize this red one. I want to put black buttons on it.
Yeah.
Instead of the red buttons, because I think that would look better than all red. To be honest with you, I'll show you the red buttons. I don't like the look of them. I don't like the look of any of these aftermarket buttons.
I think the aftermarket buttons, they're probably going to be the same as the Xbox ones, all flimsy and...
Yeah, so I have some original buttons I cleaned up. Yeah, I don't know. They look like they're extruded on a sprue. But they're all right. But I want to put original black ones on there with the red one, and I have plenty of originals to do that with. So
I would do something custom, just make it a little bit unique. I used to do that with controllers myself.
Well, I mean, the UMD drive is super floppy, so the little clip in the case is bad. That's the deal on that. And I changed the front case to a cheap dollar black one from AliExpress just to test it because it was so bad I couldn't test it. But it's definitely a candidate. Also, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the one I'm giving away at 2,500 subscribers either. I haven't decided on what. I'm going to do a special video for that to show it off, but I have this one that's left to fix, and then I have one more that's the giveaway one. So, hey buddy, 2 working PSPs today.
Nice.
Do you want? You can play. The only game that works right now is Golden Compass. You can play that later if you want.
I've just ordered that storage shelf thing.
Yeah. So, but
I've just paid for that storage shelf.
Donovan, you have until 8:30 because you had an extra half an hour. Oh, you came out here. I thought you were done.
No, was it at 8?
You started at 7 and you get till 8:30, bud.
I'm talking to you. I did.
Hey, loves you too. Hey, you can go till 9 if you get me that shulker box of coral. All right.
Back in the Nand will take about an hour.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to my son, guys.
Yeah, no, we know. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to take quite a while. I'm on 62%.
I told you this is not a quick process, and we're about to do something else that it's going to take a good chunk of time again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna start doing some rabbit hole stuff, and we'll see where it goes.
Well, I'm gonna go grab a fresh coffee then, because this is.
Yeah, go get a coffee. I'm gonna set up this for what I'm working on. I was gonna work on that PSP, but that appears to work. So
yeah. Well, I've just ordered them storage shelves, by the way. I've just paid for them. So
nice.
They'll be here tomorrow. I could put this PS5 back together while I'm waiting anyway. That's always an option.
Let's go old school.
Because I've got a PS5 I need to put back together and fully test.
Let's go old school here.
Yeah, so I'll grab a coffee. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna put my wireless mics on charge as well.
All right, so I got, this is an oldie. This is switch 1001. This is the very first switch I've ever gotten. Never seemed to be able to fix it because it just doesn't seem to work. And I want to try something with the RCM since I got it set up here, but I need my spare part. This is my test parts for the Nintendo Switch. This has every part for the Nintendo Switch. So I need the right Joy-Con rail, which is this one. So I'm going to plug in this Joy-Con rail here. I'm probably getting this orientation mixed up. So, alright, so I'm going to plug in this Joy-Con rail, just like so. Or not. We're going to do one of these two things, plug it in or not. That's the options we have. Alright, so we got that. We're going to do this all deconstructed. We're going to plug in power. Plug in power. Hopefully plug in power. Please plug in power. I just want to see if this is detected by RCM and if it will inject the payload. Because it may have a similar issue. Wow, my thumb is still not 100% in the chair. Ouch. Attempt to plug in this power cable here. Holding tweezers right now with my thumb is not exciting. Okay, so I'm not using that one anymore, so I can use it. So I'm going to plug in my battery cable. I normally don't like to go into RCM mode with not using a test battery, but we're just going to use the power supply on here. 1.6 volts. Okay, so we're going to take our RCM jig and we're going to slide it onto this rail I installed. This may epically fail or may work, who knows. Okay, so we are going to connect this like so. There we go, that's connected. Now, power up is the farthest away. So power. Well, that's drawing half an amp right away. It's not even doing something, it's drawing half an amp. That's interesting. Ooh. Huh. Let's figure out this. I'm going to unhook that. Let's unlock this power. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's watch this on the meter there. So if I hook this battery up, ow, damn. Duh. Wow, that burned me. So I think that's the fuel gauge chip that got hot. So let's get thermal camera out. If I can grab the thermal camera. Here's the thermal camera. And I managed to drop a bunch of stuff. Sweet. Okay, we got the thermal camera. Wow, this thing's, wow, 90%, it's getting there. He'll be back in a minute. He's just getting a cup of coffee while I work on this. So that was drawing half an amp. So let's do some thermal camera action. I know where the heat spot is, but it makes me feel better to use the thermal camera I paid a lot of money for. So hopefully this works. Estimated 20 seconds. Huh? Plugged it in. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can orient you guys on the screen there. Like, no glare. Okay, so let's see here. I want to come in. All right, so right about here is the hot spot. I really need to come up with a way to mount this. Let's try this. Let's go look at this on this side, like that. And then this over here. Okay, so we should be able to see a hot spot on there. So I'm going to hook up this half amp right now. Real quick. Half an amp. See, super hot. You guys can see it on there. It's smoking. Okay. We're gonna turn that off. So that is definitely around the fuel gauge chip, so we're gonna take a gander at what's going on there. So it actually sizzled. That was interesting. It actually sizzled. That's always exciting. So we're done with the thermal camera. We're gonna put it away. Yeah, I'm a careful person by nature. That was really gonna come up with something to mount this camera to, so I can have use of my hands when I use it. It just needs to be a thing that needs to happen. Okay, so we can put this away. So the fuel gauge chip is bad. Oh yeah, Phil, you just, oh, it's done. Yay, we'll move on to that. Hey, I just smoked the fuel gauge chip. It drew half an amp from the battery, and the fuel gauge chip burned me and started smoking.
I'm back.
Yeah, the fuel gauge chip on the switch started smoking and burned me.
Oh, I've had that before. They get hot.
Yeah, so his thermal camera, man, it just turned white.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you need the thermal camera for that.
Okay.
Like that's finished and verified.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to close.
Uh-huh.
Close.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go home.
Yeah.
Okay, now you want to take out that SD card.
Hook it into the computer, yeah?
Yeah, hook it up into the computer. And you should have two folders on there. Let me pull this up here. Oh, I don't have mine in there. Let me put mine back in there. You should have two folders. Okay, so if I plug mine back in, I'll tell you what two folders you need.
Right, so I've got that in the computer.
Okay, so you should have, when you open it up, you should have a Nintendo and a Switch folder, correct?
I got Switch. I haven't got Nintendo.
Okay, that's the game save. You haven't got that one yet then. Okay, we'll get that in a second. Go ahead and copy all those to a directory that is called full Nand on your computer.
Well, everything on the SD card?
Yeah, just do the whole SD card because it's easier that way than to pick and choose what we need. So that one is full Nand.
Right, so full Nand and then copy everything over to that directory from the SD card.
Yes, copy everything. Don't move it, just copy it.
Yeah. When you drag and drop from one drive to another, it copies, it doesn't move.
Okay, well, yeah, I can't see what you're doing anyways. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, if you drag and drop,
you want to keep everything the same on the SD card for the time being.
Yeah, basically, if you move files from one drive to the same drive, if you drag and drop, it'll move them. But if you move in between drives, unless you explicitly say cut and paste, if you drag and drop from one drive to another, it does carbon copy of the files.
Yeah, I noticed that when I drag and drop stuff to my backup drive, I have to go back and delete it from the main.
Yeah, it won't move it or delete it. It just copies because it's from one drive to another. It's a security thing on Windows.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's just to save you accidentally deleting stuff that you need.
Now, in all reality, I believe I probably reballed this fuel gauge chip. This is that very first switch I've ever worked on, Phil.
You don't need to reball them switch.
Well, I'm just saying, I think it's one I messed with, and I probably did it incorrectly.
I'm pretty sure I uploaded. In fact, no, it's going to be on one of Vince's next videos. You know, the series that he's doing with the YouTube fixtures.
Yeah.
Well, I was on episode 3, but he's putting me on a later episode. I don't know when, but he's already got another video of a switch repair where I replaced the. I had to do some trace repair on BQ and also replace the fuel gauge. And I didn't reball it. I just run over it with the iron because it's only 9 balls. It's tiny.
Yeah.
But you can just run over it with the iron and then just press it down flat to the board.
That may be something we try, but this actually looks crooked, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can actually get away with treating that chip as if it was a QFN. I know it sounds mad.
Yeah, I got you. I hear you. Let me look at this from the side here.
As long as you've got a tiny bit of solder on the pad, like you can press down and put it flat to the board. It's that small. You can do it with the backlights on a MacBook as well. with the backlight drive on a MacBook. But
Yeah.
well, this is
Must be
going
something
to take
bridge under
14
there.
minutes.
Yeah, it's a
I
lot of
should
data. How much data was on that Nand? Damn. He's got a
looks
lot
like
of
quite.
stuff on there. Like, man, that's gonna be a lot of stuff gone.
Well, this USB drive is using 29 gigabytes.
Well, okay, you know, when we get done, you're gonna have two folders, one raw and one specific.
Yeah.
I would send those back with the, because that's gonna have all his user data on it, and
Yeah,
when we restore it, it's gonna get rid of all that, and he would have to put that back on.
sucks for
I don't
him.
recommend you doing that. I wouldn't recommend doing
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say sucks for him. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
That's not.
don't do that. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely a thing.
See, I spoke to Console Repair London this morning, and the customer didn't mention anything about it being modified. So I think this is one that he's probably purchased, thinking it was an easy fix. And he doesn't care about the data because he hasn't mentioned any data preservation. So, you know, I don't even think the customer knows it's been modified, to be honest.
Yeah, so wiping it fresh is the best way to go on this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wipe it fresh. I've already spoke to Console Repair London. He said wipe it fresh. If he'd have known that it was a modified switch, he wouldn't have taken the job in.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do. He's the same as me. He doesn't. He's not interested in doing modified switches for customers because he's something people don't know about Console Repair London. He got fined £10,000 for modifying Xbox 360s back in the day. And he got fined 10 grand. So he's not interested in doing that sort of stuff at all.
Yeah, I hear you.
And it's the same as me. I'm not going to risk my livelihood for the sake of like I've had people offer to pay me to do mods on switches before, and I said no. People have offered me £100 to do it, and I said no. And I'd rather. It's not worth it. That for any amount of money, to me, it's not worth it.
No, it's not. That's why it's like, you know, I do the PSP, but it's not. I'm not installing anything illegal.
Yeah, it's one thing. It's one thing to install custom firmware for yourself, but it's another thing to offer it as a service.
Yeah, it's custom firmware, but it's not. It's a soft thing. It's not a permanent.
It's the same with
whatever's on the
jailbreak.
SD card.
It's the same with jailbreaking on the PS4. It's one thing to set it up. Well, you couldn't do it for a customer anyway because you'd have to take a massive ass generator and they'd have to run it off a generator for the rest of their life. But you know, it's one thing installing custom firmware on a PS4 for yourself, and I've actually got one that I can use on custom firmware. That's the one I'm putting into the gold limited edition case.
Yeah.
So that one probably will have custom firmware on it when I set it up. But again, it's another thing doing it for a customer. That's when it becomes illegal, when you're charging it as a service.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you're not getting notifications, guys, the best thing to do is try pressing unsubscribe and then resubscribe. And
oh god, you guys are gonna kill my thing. It's gonna be like I got no subscribers and then everybody resubscribes.
No, it doesn't actually affect the channel at all. I had loads of people do it last week on my channel. Hundreds of people did it on my channel. Funnily enough, since I started my YouTube channel, I've actually lost over 5,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah, over 5,000 subscribers have unsubscribed from me since I started my channel. But when you think I used to do like tutorials and stuff, the kind of stuff I do now isn't the stuff that they subscribe for.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I was all over the place and stuff that I was doing. You know, originally my channel was for, you know, what was my doctor's thing.
Yeah.
I normally don't wick these, but I'm wicking this just because.
I usually wick them.
Yeah, I gotta put some solder mask on it.
Andy, welcome, mate. Jeff said he's done that twice. It could just be a YouTube glitch thing then, mate, to be honest.
I haven't got notifications for Phil stuff, and I watch a lot of Phil stuff, and you know how I'm always first on things. I
Yeah,
haven't
you
been
haven't
getting
got
any
any notifications
notifications
at
at
all, have
all.
you?
Nope. I just got the notification for my own stream about 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
An
nice.
hour into it.
Well, I might not be streaming anymore after today because I could be dead. Because Sarah's driving my car for the first time today.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah. She's on the insurance policy from this morning, as long as I'm sat next to her. See, in the UK, the way it works in the UK, you can... Because you don't need it. Am I right in thinking you don't actually need to pass a test to drive a car in the US?
Yes, you do. There's a written
Oh, you
test
do?
and a driving test. And you have to have a
Okay.
learner's permit for X amount of time.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of the same in the UK, but you can do something called a qualified driver, where basically anyone who's been driving for more than 2 years, if they're on the insurance policy and they've been driving for more than 2 years and they're over 25 years old, I can legally supervise Sarah. As long as Sarah's insured to drive the car, I can legally supervise her to drive my car. Well, to drive any car as long as she's covered on the policy.
Yeah, that's
I
how the
don't.
learner's permits work here. When
Okay.
kids turn 15. Now here's an interesting thing about the US. I don't know if it's all people, but when my son turns 15, he automatically has to be put on my car insurance, whether he gets a driver's license or not.
Wow.
Yeah, they automatically, anybody over the age of 15, it might be 16, but
Does
anybody
it cost you any more?
Oh yeah, especially for kids, because I have old people
Wow.
discounts right now.
Well, what does it cost you? Like, I don't want to intrude on finances, but what does it cost you? Ballpark figure. What does it cost for insurance in the US?
1,300 a year for me, but I have
Wow.
I have a lot of discounts. It normally costs around 2,200 if you have like a ticket. I have
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I don't have any tickets.
That is a lot of money.
And I also don't drive a lot of places, so I have discounts for, not using my car a lot. So
Yeah. Wow, that is a lot of money.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's put it into context. The average insurance cost in the UK is about £500 a year. Average.
That's not bad.
Last year I was paying. See, we have road tax and everything that we have to pay as well. Do you have to have a safety check on your car every year?
No, we don't have to do the safety check thing that you do.
See, we have to have it. We have to have what's called an MOT, a Ministry of Transport test. Basically, where they test all of the major safety features of the car and make sure there's no rust. Well, you can have rust, but you can't have like sharp edges. You can't have dodgy brakes, dodgy wheels, dodgy handbrake. Your horn's got to work. Your lights have got to work. There's quite a lot of stuff that they actually go through on the test. And they've recently brought it into law that if your vehicle, because you used to be able to drive your vehicle to and from an MOT testing station, but now recently in the past couple of years they've brought it into law where if your car fails the MOT, you either have to have the work done immediately, or you have to get it towed. Whereas you used to just be able to, drive it to and from.
If you get a violation like that, you can you
For
can
like
you can
speeding
have
and stuff like
well
that.
no like there are certain things that that looks
You can get.
small.
Is it a
It's
pink?
huge.
Is it a pink slip or something like that can put on your car?
Pink slip is when you have to is when you lose the car.
Yeah.
But it's like they put these are all huge. They put these different like different things like parking tickets is a big one. Wow.
Yeah, Wayne's a prick. He said his car's £115 a year. Well, I've just renewed my insurance today. Well, I did it yesterday, but it come into force today because my policy expired at midnight. So I had my policy set to start at 1 minute past midnight. And that cost
Did you ever
me...
work that out with a different company because they said you signed up or something?
Yeah, they automatically renewed my policy, but I phoned them up and they cut me off 3 times as soon as I explained what I'd done, what they'd done. I'd already told them not to renew the policy because the policy was changing. Look, I had to put Sarah onto the policy because she wants to learn to drive. Well, she's already having lessons. In fact, she's got one at 2:30, so she's got one in an hour. So I'm hoping this is done in an hour.
I
Um,
don't know. What did it? Is it done copying yet?
it's almost done. It's got 3 minutes left.
Okay.
But yeah, they automatically renewed the policy, even though I declined the renewal. They wanted £950 for the year, which was only £100 cheaper than what I was paying last year. I have got 6 points on my license. We work on a point system here when you get
Yeah,
done for
we
like,
do that. We do too here.
yeah. Is it demerit points or something, or is that in Australia?
It's just points.
Yeah,
Like
same as us. Then. So
there's
if we get
points for like parking tickets, and then there's moving violation points that are more
right,
that weigh more on like 12 points and you get your license taken away. But I
same
think
for
it's
us.
less if you get a lot of moving violations like speeding tickets or accidents or whatever. I don't get that stuff, so
Yeah, see,
I'm not
mine, I got a
100%
quote with
sure.
another company. I was only what we call third party fire and theft last year, which basically means if I was to have had an accident, that would have only covered the other driver's vehicle or property. That wouldn't have covered unless my car got stolen or burnt out or caught fire or something. My vehicle wasn't covered. Because that's the only thing I could get because the points were fresh. The 6 points for speeding were fresh.
Yeah.
Even though the 6 points wasn't legally for speeding, I was driving down the motorway, 5 a.m. in the morning, 53 mile an hour on a 70 mile an hour road because it was foggy. Didn't see a temporary speed limit come into force because of the fog, and they had a speed camera right next to it, and the temporary speed limit was 40 mile an hour.
Oh wow, you were doing the right thing, and then all of a
I was
sudden,
already doing the
yeah.
right thing, but then we got locked down, and I couldn't send off the guilty plea to say that yeah it was me or not guilty, it wasn't me, or I want to contest it because we got locked down. I was in
Yeah.
isolation. I could not physically send that form off. Um, and then a couple of weeks later, I got an MS-90, which is failing to identify a driver,
Oh wow.
which is 6 points automatically and a £660 fine. And it would
Wow.
have just been £100 fine and 3 points, or they would have put me on a speed awareness course. I did get done for speeding a couple of weeks ago in London, doing 46 in a 40. And I was guilty of that. I was doing 46 in a 40, and they gave me a speed awareness course.
Well, you're just a speed
Um,
demon, aren't you?
no, that's the thing. I don't speed, but I don't know London, and I didn't realise that it had changed from a 50 to a
Yeah, that
40.
that that's the thing that gets me is like it's hard to know. Like I don't normally leave my area of comfort
Yeah,
because
see,
I'm
when
not
you're
familiar
driving,
with the roads and stuff.
that's the thing. When you're driving in an area that you don't know, you're paying more attention to what you're doing on the road than you are to the signs that are on the road. I'm following a sat nav trying to find my way around.
Yeah.
Um, you don't really, well, it's easy to miss the speed signs because sometimes they're hidden by trees and stuff as well. And
Yeah,
it dropped
that
from a
that
50 to a
that's not
40.
if you notice that's what's happening here,
Yeah,
you can get the ticket.
yeah, if it is covered up, same with the speed camera as well. The speed cameras have to be clearly visible from 100 yards or something like that.
Yeah,
Um, and basically, if it's covered up, then you can get it written off. Um,
we just had traffic light cameras um to where they're not legal anymore.
well, there's a law. There's a law in the UK that can't put a speed camera on any road unless there's been 3 accidents in a certain amount of distance in 12 months. So if there's 3 crashes on a road on the same stretch within 12 months, I'll put a speed camera up.
Yeah, see that the speed camera thing that I don't know what that is, but we were mounting cameras on every traffic light, catching
Yeah,
people running lights and um speeding,
right. That's
and
copy over, by the way.
it was getting insane, and
Yeah,
it was just and it got out of control. Finally, we voted that it has to be gross negligence that the camera captures
yeah.
because
See,
technically it
you guys have
violates
got like,
rights on there, but it doesn't. So it's a hot button issue, but it's what the sensitivity they had them set to was ridiculous. Because I had one where you could clearly see when I was going through there, the light was green and it turned yellow as I was halfway through there, and I got a ticket.
Wow.
And I was like, and they showed me a picture of it, and I'm like, I thought it, and they instantly were like, okay, yeah, the sensitivity's high.
The amber light in the UK technically means prepare to stop. It doesn't mean stop. It means prepare to stop.
Here it means slow down. Yeah, yellow means slow down.
If safe to do so. So if you go over on an amber light or a yellow light, whatever you want to call it, if you go over on that amber light, the police won't do you here. If they can clearly see that you've not intentionally sped up to pick, to beat the lights, they'll. But we've got lights on every single corner. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, this was like a 10-lane intersection. So the distance, and I don't drive super fast when I go through intersections because I got hit at an intersection. So I slowed down to go through it, but the intersection is so long. I entered it at green and I exited it at red because the intersection is that it's 10 lanes of traffic plus turn lanes. It was a huge intersection, but they ended up taking that camera down because of that issue. It's insane. Plus, that light is so long.
See, legally as well in this country, if you stop on a red light and your front wheel is even an inch over the line, that can technically give you 3 points.
Yeah, that's the thing.
For even being an inch over the line. They don't enforce it, but the law is there. If you've gone over that line at all, then you're technically, you technically cutting a red light. Right, that's copied over, by the way.
Okay. Hello, my name is Jeff. How's it going? Dreams.
Jeff's been here for ages, mate.
Yeah, I'm just catching up, Norm. I just missed a whole bunch of people.
Jeff's been here for the past 4
Okay, so you got that transferred over?
Yeah.
All right, take that out and pop it back in the
That's what she said.
The switch. Pop it in the back door.
That's what she said.
I knew that set you up for that one.
Right, that's popped in.
Okay, now you're gonna go. I gotta put you back on big screen.
Right, that's booted back into the.
Should have booted back into Carte. Yep, that's what you want. Okay, go back to tools.
Yeah.
Go to backup EMMC.
Yeah.
Now you want to do the GPP partitions. You want to do the
EMMC.
Do sys first. That's going to be super quick. And then the user you want to do next. And then you want to copy all that over in another directory on the computer. It's going to take forever again because it's basically the same information.
So I've got to do everything again?
Just those two, but it's basically the same data, but it's partitioned differently. So if it goes to do a restore and you just did one and it needed it partitioned, it may take longer, but it eliminates a lot of the risk.
Right. So when I copy this back over on the computer in a minute, does that mean I've got to copy everything back over again, including the 29 gig that I've just transferred? Or
yeah, you're about to put another 29 gig on there.
Oh, wow.
What I do is I have 2 SD cards, and then I swap them for one and the other, and do it that way. But,
What advice would you give to someone who is interested in electronics fixing? The best advice I can give is probably the way that I started. All I did was put a post on Facebook and said to people, I'm interested in repairing electronics. Does anyone have anything broken that I can have for free? And it might sound cheeky, it might sound stupid, but people don't want to go to the tip. They don't want to go to waste centres to be able to get rid of their old electronics, the stuff that's broken. So if someone's got something that's faulty, especially your friends, usually they're more than happy to give it you. And then you can just try and fix it with no risk. Or if people haven't got something they want to give you for free, offer to try and fix it on the understanding that there's a slim chance that you would be able to and that you're just learning. And just say, look, I'll try and fix it. If I can fix it, I'll give it you back and I won't charge you. Or I'll just charge you the parts costs.
If you guys want to do
if
you want to learn electronics, and the repair side and like the troubleshooting, these are 3 books that I highly recommend. They stay on my bookshelf at all times. They're the Encyclopedia of Electronic Components, Volume 1, 2, and 3. But it basically talks about every single component, the math involved in the component, how they work. Volume 1 I find is the most important because it covers resistors, capacitors, inductors, and transistors. But they're excellent. They're always on my shelf for reference. And then, buying broken things. But getting a base understanding of the electronics is always good. And I have a series on Make Electronics on the channel. This is the Make More Electronics, but I don't. The other book is very.
Yeah, I might get some books just to.
But these are good. They teach you about all the different circuits, how they work, and then you can build them for cheap. A little breadboard and some components, and you can build all the different projects, and you can learn how things work.
Technic Nerd's got a question. He said, "Why not only get all keys and rebuild then the NAND?"
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. I'm just backing up the user partition.
We're gonna restore it. As soon as we're done backing it up.
You're using the guide, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you was. Yeah, so you're using the official instructions to do it. Yeah, see, it seems relatively straightforward once you've done it once. I could probably do this again on my own now.
Yeah, the 2 SD cards makes it a little bit.
Can you? Jeff said, "Can you link him to them books? Can you post a link to them?"
Yeah, I could probably find something.
Make it an Amazon affiliate.
Yeah, CapTech has a great video. That's the guide I'm following. CapTech's thing. But what he did, I'm trying to skip. I'm trying to skip the key part. You can do it without the key part. The key part did my head in.
What's that?
It's like you gotta match these keys by doing something. It's a thing.
See, everybody knows I do not know what I'm doing with this. I'm literally following your advice. But from my understanding, the key thing isn't that when you want to transfer it to a new NAND?
Yeah, I think that is. Well, I don't know. You can rebuild the NAND with it, but that's a little bit more extreme of a rebuild. I don't think that. I don't think we're going to need to go that far. Yeah, you can get the key. Yeah, we can. I'm thinking of
buying a 128 gig eMMC chip. And if I buy an 128 gig eMMC chip, then realistically I can transfer. I can put that onto. I can put that 128 gig eMMC chip onto one of these boards and then upgrade the storage. From my understanding.
Yeah, Technic, we're getting to the rebuild the NAND part. I want all the data off of there just in case. So we're backing it up just in case. So
on AliExpress for one 128 gig eMMC chip, which would be compatible. It's a Samsung eMMC chip, which I think is exactly the same as the ones that they use on here.
Yeah, I think it would be the same.
I don't understand why they only ever did a 32 gigabyte version of this. It's £14.50.
Doesn't the new one have a 64?
Yes.
Which is sad. They could have put 256 on it, and it wouldn't have cost them nothing extra.
Look, if you think about it, 128 gigabyte, £14.50 when they're charging £300 for a device.
Yeah, $350 here.
It's a difference between what, about £2 to £3?
Yeah, I especially if they bought them in bulk for like 1 million units, they could have got them for the same price they got the 64s probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have technically did a 256 model too for a little bit more.
See, I'm assuming I could probably get a 256 gigabyte model. Because it supports up to 256, doesn't it, with the controller?
Yeah, I'm not 100% on the Nand stuff. All right, so that should be all kicked up. Let's give it a nudgy wudgy. Yep, I had that on there forever.
I'm gonna buy one of these. Because it's £14.50 for 128 gigabytes. They are used, but they have apparently been tested, and I can get them on 10-day shipping. I'm going to buy one of them.
Yeah, it does like a used chip.
I'm going to try and... They're reballed.
Oh, okay.
They are reballed.
I would reball it with leaded.
No, I'll just keep it. I mean, I've got the stencil for it, but yeah. I would rather not put leaded solder on one of these, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think it would hurt.
Because if you use heat around that area... I mean, a lot of the time I don't take the NAND off when I'm doing work on the console. I only take the NAND off if I'm doing.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, if you, I see your point on that. I gotta get a chip, y'all. Uh-oh, what happened? Did we lose connection? Okay, am I still alive though? Yeah, I'm still alive. So I lost Phil there for a second. Hopefully he popped back on here. Yep, so he should call me back in a second. All right, while he's doing that, I'm going to get out this chip, the Max 17050. Hopefully these aren't bad chips. Wendell, thank you for joining the Members Club. I greatly appreciate it. That will definitely go to great steps to support the channel. Oh, I am retired, and I use the money I get off YouTube to put it back in the channel for stuff to fix and things like that. So any money goes back into the channel, giveaways, that sort of thing. So let's see here. Let's get out this chip. All right. I don't know if Phil like completely just add thank you. Wow, I remember. Awesome guys, thank you so much. Yeah, New Retro Repair does some fantastic stuff. That's where I learned how to do all this, by the way. He watching his videos. All right, so we're going to well, sit down there like a big boy. All right. Let me see here. There we go. All right. I accidentally got out 2 chips, so I have to. Now I know that's probably not the right orientation because I haven't even looked at it yet. I just wanted to put that other chip away before I lost it. It's a little bit late for the coder switch, isn't it? No, he's here. I'm not quite sure why he hasn't called me back yet. Let's try calling him.
person.
Yeah, so it says he's unavailable, so we're going to continue on with this switch here. So this had a fuel gauge issue, so we're going to install this fuel gauge chip after I turn my airflow down to about there. And there he is. Hello. You're back. Hold on, I gotta put you on the video. Yeah. Turn on the video. Be a big boy. Alright, Phil is back. Let's put his audio on. Your audio and your video's back on.
Hello, and you've had some channel members as well.
Yes,
Nice.
2 channel members. Thank you, guys.
Nice. Am I still a member?
I believe, I don't know, you didn't say anything in chat, but I think so.
I don't think I am still a member.
Oh yeah, you know what? It did say your payment was didn't go through, but I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, I have to cancel my card, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did. It's all good.
I'll renew that later. I haven't got my card on me. My sister's bothered it. I'll renew that later, mate. I've got to renew it to Vince as well. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. My internet went down.
Yeah, it happens. I thought it was mine, because you know how mine is.
Yeah, it was weird, because you said you'd lost me, and I could still hear you.
Oh, weird. Yeah, it just went dead quiet. I thought it was
very strange.
You know my internet, man. It does that stuff.
Oh, yeah, your internet sucks. Did you see the speed on mine last night, downloading the files for the PS4?
No, I didn't see that.
113 megabytes per second.
Oh, was that on the PS5? I watched
on the PS4.
Oh, I missed some of the PS4 because of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw all the PS5 in the Switch, but
that PS5 was pretty good.
That was awesome. Wow, man, this thing has got some kind of stuff on it.
I don't think that PS5 would have worked if I didn't dig through that board, to be honest.
I don't think so either.
I think there was possibly one layer at least which would have been shorting out that shouldn't be. If I didn't dig through it and get rid of all of the excess solder. Actually, I don't know, because I sunk a load of solder through it, didn't I, to get it to hold.
Yeah. Yeah, you did flow a lot of solder through there.
You know, I don't know what I'm supposed to be charging for this repair here, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's your first time. It's not that bad once you do it.
Yeah, I'll have to send you a donation to cover it.
Well, let's see if it gets it work first.
Well, hopefully. I want an EMC.
Well, we'll have to do it the complicated way. If it doesn't, I'm hoping.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, if this don't work, I'm probably going to send it back as no fix.
Well, we can do it with the key thing. Well, we're going to get to that point, but I just like to have the backups. You technically don't need the backups, but...
Can I borrow your card? Yeah, sure, mate. I'll put a block on it first, though.
I cannot for the life of me see where this dot is on this chip.
Yeah, the PS5 will work. The PS5 will be fine there. I'm not going to I'm not going to replace the liquid metal. You can reuse liquid metal, so I'm not going to bother replacing it. I'm just going to put it back together. I should actually do that while this is doing, because I haven't put it back together yet.
Okay, I cannot find the dot on this chip. Why is that?
I believe it's running. That's on 60%. To be honest, I have got to end this in like 25 minutes. So
well, I can talk you through the rest of it over Facebook if you got to go.
Yeah. Well, Sarah's got a driving lesson at 2:30, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice. So on this then, so with a modifiable switch, I can do this process for any modifiable switch. Is that right?
Yeah, you can do it on any one that can.
No, I mean, like, I can take any NAND from any switch and plug it into a exploitable switch.
Yeah, the steps are a smidge on the different side.
Yeah. So let's say, for example, let's say, for example, I wanted to back up my own user data on a normal switch that's not modifiable.
I believe you can do that.
And then can I then transfer that user data to another switch, or does it have to be? Because realistically, it's just a partition, right? And as long as
you're getting a little bit beyond what I know, but I have to check my notes because there is certain things you can do.
If I disconnect my own switch from Wi-Fi, and try that to try and maybe transfer the user data from one switch to another, I mean, it's worth a try, surely.
Yeah.
It's worth a try. If I disconnect it from Wi-Fi, I won't get banned.
Yeah, as long as you don't connect to the
Wi-Fi. Yeah. So I'm not going to replace the liquid metal on this. I'm just going to put it back together. See, the liquid metal. There is enough liquid metal on there, and it is liquid metal that has got a long shelf life. So you know, and you can move it a bit. You can move it around and reuse it and all of that good stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it on there, I think. So, well, apparently there's a load of missing screws to this PS5. So
how's that doing? Are you on the second one or the first one still on that?
What's that?
Is that the assist? Are you doing on the Switch? Was it doing the assist or the user?
I'm doing user. The user's on 74%. How hard is it to remove and install a new HDMI port? If you're experienced, it's one of the easiest jobs you will ever do. But like anything, the first time you do something, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, I've got screws in the bag, mate. Yeah, but apparently there's still some missing. Console Repair London took these screws out to save me some time. Yeah, any job is going to be difficult the first time you do it. So the first few times, the best thing I can suggest is to practice a few times on a dead board. And never try and force it. Never try and force the port off. Always let it come off freely. The best thing I can suggest, actually, if you're just learning, is to use low melt solder. If you're just learning, so if you just want to practice, but the problem is when you go from using low melt solder to doing it without, there's a huge difference, and you might tear traces. So unless you can take them into account, I suggest just doing it normally to start with. And if you do it normally to start with, and you just have patience, you know, you're not gonna tear any traces if you have patience. It's like any job. If you have a little bit of patience, you're okay. But if you're really impatient and you're getting frustrated with how long it's going to take, because it does take a long time to remove them, that depends on your machine as well. So if you've got like an Atom or a Quick, it's going to be a lot faster than using something like a Yiwal or, you know, a cheap 20-30 pound hot air gun. It all depends on what equipment you've got and your experience level. Yeah, I would suggest going to car boots / flea markets. You call them flea markets in the US, don't you, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, we call them car boots here. Everyone sells everything out of the car boot, basically. Oh, I hate putting PS5s back together. It's one of the most daunting tasks you can do. It's not hard, but it's just tedious. The amount of screws is just ridiculous.
Yeah, there is a lot of screws with those.
The one thing I can say with these though is there are some like lines on the places, like this one here. There's a line to tell you that you don't put a screw there because it's got to have a screw going through the plastic housing. So that's pretty handy, especially if you're doing it for the first time. I didn't actually know about that. It was Computer Booter who told me that. I don't know if you watch his channel.
I checked it out.
Yeah, he told me that, and it was quite interesting to see. So I didn't actually know. Computer Boot is a bit like me. He panics when he knocks a component off if he doesn't know what it is. Like he knocked the 0.1 the 0.1 microfarad capacitor off the PS5 HDMI port, and he was frantically looking for it. And he actually found it, a 0201 capacitor. And he actually found it. He couldn't believe he found it. Even after I told him it does not matter, the console will work absolutely fine in 4K without it. It's quite funny.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to why they put that capacitor.
Yeah, that's. I mean, 100 nanofarads is not going to make any difference whatsoever to a circuit. Like on a 5-volt.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious,
line,
but
basically, 5-volt. It's pretty much a USB line, isn't it? Really, it's to power the HDMI detect.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty much the same as the USB circuit. And not a 100 microfarad capacitor, in the grand scheme of things. 100 nanofarad capacitor in the grand scheme of things, he is not making no difference to the circuit. I do not know why they put it there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Already on the 3rd hot air station. Yeah, buy cheap, buy twice. That's the general consensus.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes with that.
Well, that's on 97%, and that's the second backup, like the user data. So I'm assuming I need to transfer all of this to the computer after that.
Yeah, I would make a copy of it, and then you can go to then you can click on the rebuild the Nand thing, the Nand, and we'll see how it goes from there.
So once that's done, I can rebuild the Nand.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just ultrasonicking that chip.
Yeah, I can hear it running in the background. That's what I need. I need a bigger ultrasonic cleaner.
Wayne, hello. You've been here for a while, and I don't think I said hello. I got in the chip install mode.
Yeah, if you're just learning, practice on stuff that no one wants. You know, if you're in an area where people leave things out for scrap, pick a TV up off scrap.
E-waste stores.
Are you in the UK, Jeff? Are you in the UK? Because if you go to, if you ask around at your local scrapyard, ask around for at your local scrapmen. Just say to them, look, like if you pick up a certain electronic device like a microwave or a TV or whatever, that they're going to throw off as just light iron, you know, like it's £100 a ton, less than £100 a ton, depending on where you go. But if they're going to throw it off as light iron and you give them a tenner for it, they're making a massive profit. They are making a massive profit, and you can get stuff really, really cheap off a scrapman. Really, really cheap off a scrapman. Because they're not going to get much by throwing it off on light iron. Leeds is even better because up north they've got there's a lot of people into scrapping and stuff like that. Hunt around, just walk around your local streets and look for something out on the scrap. That's someone's put out on scrap.
Alright, so that
honestly you will find something. Right, that's on 100%, that's done, so I can close that.
Yep, close that, do the file transfer, new directory. I do that, I don't label it raw, I just copy it into a new thing that says backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I just create another directory.
Yeah.
But bear with me a second, I'll just plug this back in. The HDMI port on this reader is a little bit dodgy.
Check that out, that looks pretty good.
Oh, you got Donovan to do that? Nice.
Yeah, he did a good job, he's learning.
He's getting there.
Yep.
Soon the student will become the teacher.
I hope so. I hope so. Alright,
Yeah,
let's see if it draws a half an amp. Let's see if it draws a half an amp again. Do we draw a half an amp?
So shall I
touch the back of it.
So shall I just name this full Nand 2?
Yeah, full NAND 2, or yeah, one I label raw and one I just label full NAND.
Yeah, I've just labeled full NAND 2. That will do.
Okay, so if I hook up the battery to this now, it
oh wow,
draws
this is like
30 milliamps.
so. This is like 60 odd gigabytes down.
Yeah, because you'd copy. Yeah, because it's got both things on it.
Wow, that's going to take a long time to transfer. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to finish this on the stream.
Well, you know what? You have the you have the one version, so you
Mhm.
could probably just try it and hopefully it works. But I like to have both versions. You don't technically need both versions. Nobody recommends both versions but me. That's just me though.
Okay. So I
I'm
don't
just
actually need to do that then.
you don't actually need to copy it and back it up, but that's just out of precaution. I do that.
Ah.
So I told you that at the beginning. That's how I do it out of precaution.
So I'm thinking of just doing it now then.
Yeah, just do it now if you don't have time.
So I am on time limits, yeah. So I'm going to cancel that. So I'm assuming I'm putting the
SD card
SD
back
card
in there.
back into the switch. Yeah. So I don't really mind because I don't need the user data anyway. Because I haven't been told to back up the user data. And to be honest, I'm not going to sit there and put that user data back on anyway. Not with them, we'll be able to charge for it. Right, so what do I need to do then? Do I need to go into Tools?
Tools. And then
Restore.
Yeah, restore EMC.
EMMC all?
No, just do the boot 0, boot 1.
Right. Will
that's the main that's the main one we want.
So will this basically make
it'll pull the data we put on the SD card and hopefully fix any corruption.
Right. But if the data is corrupted, isn't it going to be corrupted on the SD card as well?
No, this should restore it and fix any kind of parity issue glitches because it failed. Okay, yeah, that might be a bad NAND. If you can't write to that NAND, it may be bad.
No, it says file not found. Boot 0 and boot 1 file not found.
You put the SD card in there, right?
Yep.
Huh.
So I'll try with the customer's SD card. Because they might already
try
have.
EMC all. Try that.
I was going to say, they might have it already. File not found, file not found, file not found.
Yeah, okay. Where is it looking for the file?
Backup / E1FA65F3.
Go to your. You're gonna have to look in. You're gonna have to look in to see. You're gonna have to look on that SD card, and I'm gonna need to see your thing to see where it backed it up at.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to boot back into the customer's SD card and try and restore it off there. Okay. And hope that they did a backup. It might be a case of I've got to look into it further and be able to do a NAND swap. So rebuild a new NAND. Right, restore. So that's got the customers in there. Yeah, file not found.
Yeah, you have to. It's somewhere on the SD card. I'm gonna look on mine real quick. I don't think I backed up this one though.
It says file not found on the customers as well.
There should be a backup folder on the SD card that the backups were. Just look on the computer, the one you copied over. Look in that folder for a backup folder.
Well, I've got a backup folder. E1FA65F3. Yeah, it's all in there.
Yeah, so it should find that if that's what's on that. So if that's what's on that SD card, it should find it. So that's a weird issue.
Yeah, it's
Technic says try a NAND from a donor board.
try writing a Nand to a Nand from a donor board.
Yeah, where's, can I see? That's what Technic said. Yeah, so you have the, yeah,
So
you have
I've
the
got a donor board
files.
now. Yeah, I've got the files. That's the thing, and it's just saying file not found. I mean, maybe I need to reboot. Well, turn it off and re-inject the payload. I don't know.
Yeah, we were in Cartesian tools. No, we don't want to do that to the original. We want to restore the original NAND.
Yeah, I want to restore the original NAND. Console info, EMMC. It's reading the EMMC.
Yeah, but is it? That's,
this is the
I can't see your screen board. Anyways.
Oh shoot! No, you can't. That's the donor board EMMC anyway. The EMMC that I want is here.
It's odd that it backed that up, but it won't restore it.
I mean, I could try plugging it into the computer again and re-injecting the payload.
Connor's right. You need to go to open HCART, go to Tools, click on Tools.
Yeah.
In the bottom right, you'll say Archive Bit.
Yeah.
Do that. Select Auto RMC.
That's turned off.
Archive Bit. It is okay. And then do it again. It should work now.
Or turn it back on.
No, yeah, turn that on.
So turn Auto RCM on.
No. It was on. It's Archive Bit Auto RMC. I'm looking for Archive Bit. I see it. You're good.
Yeah, I've clicked that.
Okay.
Auto RCM was off.
Okay, so leave it on then. Now do it. Now reload into. Hey Stephen, how's it going, Stefan? I always forget your pronunciation of your name every time.
So now go to restore EMMC. Yeah. Nope, file not found. Right, let me shut it down and reboot into RCM.
Yeah, reboot it and try it.
Right, so that rebooted. I think I'm going to re-inject the payload, right?
Is it an auto RCM? You shouldn't have to.
I'll put it into auto RCM, yeah. Right, RCM okay, inject payload. Yeah, now it's coming on. Right, so now let's go to tools.
Why are we repairing the SD card, Technic?
You must repair the SD before.
I don't know what that means. Why are we? We don't want to repair the SD card. The SD card.
There shouldn't be anything wrong with the SD card. I've used my own SD card as well as the customers. It's doing the same thing. There's nothing wrong with the SD card, and it's a brand new SD card as well.
Go back to close that out.
Close
that out real quick.
I'm just trying to. I've just rebooted it and stuff. So yeah, file not found. It's not finding.
Okay, go to close that. Close that. Go to Tools. No, hit the close. Go one more time. Go to Tools.
I'm on Tools.
All right. Click on Options.
Yeah.
Scroll. Go back to Tools.
Allows you to fix your Nintendo folder archive bits.
Yeah, do that. Fix archive bit.
This might take some time. Lovely.
Probably. This is
Done.
this is the thing we do. This is that Nintendo folder I was telling you about that you should have.
Yeah, I haven't got that on mine.
Yeah,
on
you
my
should
SD
now.
card. No, this is the customer's SD card.
Oh, and now we're on the customer's SD card.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay. I don't know if
Trying
he has
to
a back. I don't know
trying
if he
to
has a.
restore it.
I don't know if he
trying
has
to
a
restore
backup
it.
on there.
Well, that's the thing. He should realistically have a backup, shouldn't they? Yeah, if I'm not found.
No,
Let me try my own SD.
Put the other SD card in. You're gonna have to do that archive bit thing.
I don't think I'm going to be able to restore this.
Oh, sorry. Let me make the screen bigger.
Sorry. I think this Nand is completely fucked, and that is going to require repairing a new Nand to be able to do it.
That's definitely not something we're walking through on a stream. We'll do that on a separate call.
Yeah. Fix archive bit 26 unset 0 set. Huh. Restore the MMC.
No, go back.
Yeah, go back.
All right, go back. Try to restore it now.
No, not found.
Yeah, I don't know. This is
So,
I've never ran into this.
I'm thinking if I partition the SD card, it says here, it allows you to partition the SD card for using it with the eMMC, Android and Linux. You can also flash Linux and Android.
Yeah, you could do that.
We've got USB tools.
Is that showing you what's on the SD card? Your boot 0 and boot 1?
I don't know. It says I can mount that as USB mass storage, so I should be able to pick this up as a USB device on the computer now. Started UMS, yeah. So I've got USB drive on the computer now, so I can mount this. Yeah, so it's mounted that, and the backup is there. Look.
Yeah. See, yeah. Is it? Yeah. Boot 1, boot.
It's got all the partitions,
all the user data. It just doesn't make any sense.
It's just not reading them.
Yeah, something's not right.
It still hasn't got the Nintendo stuff in it as well. Maybe if I reboot into EP and sleep. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, maybe if I reboot into the original firmware, then it'll probably.
And now this is the customer's NAND still, right?
It's customer's NAND, yeah.
Okay, because I remember you swapped it for a different NAND.
See, if you look here now, I've just tried to reboot it into the original firmware, and it won't boot. It's not booting into the original firmware.
Yeah, I know we need the keys, but it should, we just want to restore it from the original backup data now. If we have to rebuild it with the title and prod keys, that's a totally different thing that we're not doing on this stream.
Yeah.
This was just simple restore from backup.
See, that's not booting into the original firmware off the customer's NAND.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna need a full NAND rebuild, which is it's a process.
I think
we can't do it now. We can't do it now.
I think it needs. To be honest, I think it needs a replacement NAND.
Yeah, I mean, it could very well need a replacement NAND.
Did that pick back up in RCM? Yes. Jet payload. Yeah. See, launch. Stock firmware. I think the bootloader's missing off the NAND. Because it's not booting into the original firmware at all. But then when I try and launch it through TheCod3r, it's booting the firmware. I think the original bootloader needs restoring. See? Boot them into the original firmware through TheCod3r, and it's working. All the customers' data's there and everything. So if I go into the album, it's normal. That is original firmware. I think the bootloader drive is bootloader partition is corrupted, and that's why you can't boot.
Yeah, Yellow Dark. Yeah, that's what it's already in that folder.
I'm curious what happens if I turn it off fully, put another NAND in.
We're not sure, Connor. We're not sure if it's what the issue of working is or not. That's what we're trying to determine.
If I hook another NAND up to this, that should be. No, it's not gonna. I'll need to fully reset it.
Yeah, this thing doesn't want to work at all.
Yeah, this isn't going into RCM mode now. So I've got to take the NAND out, drop it into RCM. There you go. Drop the NAND back in. Inject the payload. I want to see if I can boot it from another.
Yeah, Yola Dark. That is going to be something we change, but we're running out of time on this point here. So I'm going to talk with them after this stream.
I just want to see if it boots up.
Yeah, see if it boots with that.
No, I don't think it's gonna. Nope. So I'm assuming that I need to clone this NAND onto.
Yeah, you have the files. Now you just need to create the right directory and store it onto a NAND, a donor NAND. I'm gonna send you the guide.
Send me the guide,
and then you can just walk through it step by step instead of me talking through it. Then if you need me, you can just message me.
Yeah, send me the guide and I'll see what I can do with it and see if I can put, because this is a donor NAND. If I can get this NAND to work in this switch, then I'd obviously charge for a NAND replacement.
Yeah.
A NAND replacement is going to be pretty expensive.
I would say £100.
Yeah, pretty much. My theory on that is the bootloader's corrupted, because if I try and boot it normally, it's not booting. But then when I use the custom bootloader, the TheCod3r to load it for me,
it will probably boot. The issue.
So I think it's just the bootloader partition, or maybe the system partition that is corrupted. And that's the only thing that really makes sense to me. But I don't know. I have made progress with it anyway, or we've made progress.
We've made progress. So.
It does boot, but it basically needs to be booted into the custom firmware every time to be able to get it to work. Yeah. And it shouldn't do that, should it? It should be a case where you can just turn it on and it'll boot into the custom firmware on its own, right?
Yeah, Auto RMC should do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that bootloader is definitely corrupt. Then it's got to be either that or the TheCod3r bootloader is corrupt. The TheCod3r installation is corrupt. One of the two.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 different guides with 2 different scenarios of what it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, fixing that that fuel gauge didn't fix this, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Still doesn't
Well,
boot.
we'll look into that.
Oh,
But yeah,
this thing is
I've
so
got a
old.
there anyway.
Yeah, I gotta get going too.
Yeah.
And I lost its box. I lost its code. How sad is
Oh.
that?
I will catch everyone later because Sarah's about to go on a lesson in 2 minutes. So
I gotta go too, guys. I got 1 minute before I gotta get some stuff.
yeah. So thank you all for hanging out.
Again, thank you
I'll talk
guys
to
for
all
joining.
guys.
Thank you for the new members, and thank you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're gonna do another hour at the bench coming up this week. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Had to get that last word in, huh?